Hey everybody, I'm here to tell you that I suck. Yeah. So I had part two of a series put together. I had it recorded. Spent a lot of time. I do a lot of time editing and polishing and taking out all the stuff that I do because I'm a terrible speaker. I stutter way too much. There you go. I had all of that. This is going to be a rough one, by the way. I had all of that done and spent several hours on a podcast, put it together. Gorgeous day out here. Um, 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 and so it was terrible. It was terrible. It was absolutely horrible. The content was shallow. You guys would have watched about 5 seconds of it and you would have turned it off. It was like the second part of the Mary Poppins movie, the new Mary Poppins movie. It was just that way. So normally under those circumstances, I would send it to Chris or Don or Bob or Pastor Bob and say, hey, help me out, tell me what I need to do. But I didn't even do that. I reached over and I hit the delete button. It was terrible. Guys, I want you to know that when I put together a podcast for you guys, it matters to me. I'm just not throwing this stuff together. I spend a lot of time in prayer, a lot of time in preparation and working on this stuff. Just lots and lots of time doing it. And I did that this time for, I guess, a lot of wasted time. I want to stay relevant with you folks. I want to make a difference. You know, when I say give them heaven, I mean it. I want to do that. And I want to be the kind of fella that whenever you guys see me pop up on your screen, you're thinking maybe he's got something, you know, that God wants him to tell me. So for what it's worth, you know, today, this podcast I'm putting together here, I guess is nothing but just a validation of why I'm here. It matters. You guys matter. And I want you to know that. I'm sorry that sometimes I get hung up like I've been hung up today because I feel like I could give you so much more information that God's given me or whatever. I keep a running log of topics and ideas and things. You guys ask questions a lot of times that I try to address. And in doing so, sometimes it's just bad. It's just bad. But anyway, we do our best. We do our best. These guys, I can honestly tell you too about these guys in Sanctuary. It's not a flippant, irrelevant thing to them. It matters. And these guys put in hours. I put in a lot of time to try to make our material count. You know, to give you guys some meat, you know. So for what it's worth, I wanted you to know that I suck sometimes. And today's one of those days, but it's okay. It's okay. It's not about me anyway, right? It's not. Maybe somebody just needed to hear this, and God wanted me to say this, so I went through that whole process just so that I can tell you this. So for what it's worth to him, for what it's worth to you, for what it's worth to me, sometimes I suck, but I'm going to keep on trying to give him heaven.